Hello to everybody. For the people on YouTube, this is one of the things that I do on Periscope. I'm also going to now be putting it on YouTube from now on. So to people, if you want on Periscope, if you do want to watch my show and you don't have time on Periscope to watch it live on there and you want to watch it somewhere else, such as on YouTube, you can. So to everybody out here, hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the pink elephant in the room conversation. And what we will be discussing for today is about the soul. The soul is truly who you are as a person. However, most of us don't know that. We think that we're a body encasing a soul, and we think that this soul is somewhere inside this body, holding, just being kind of like a chocolate bar with a nougaty center. We believe that it's inside there, that it's just this small little whimsical thing just looping around everywhere, when it's actually the other way around. You see, the soul holds this body together. Now, for some people, they might think, well, how is that possible? Now, I'm going to give you the ideology or the understanding of how that really works. If you really want to know how it works, just simply go into a room with a decent amount of light. Any room that you have that has a decent amount, a decent amount of light, look at your shadow. Now look at your shadow very closely, and then look at the outer layer of the shadow. That outer layer is your soul. The other way you can also see it is, personally, if you start to stare at someone for a very long amount of time, you can start to see a sort of ring-shaped area around that person. That thing that you see around that person is their soul. The soul holds everything together. Many of us call it your aura. Your aura or your soul, it doesn't matter what it is who you are as a person. Your soul is capable of many, many, many things. However, due to what we believe in today's society about the soul, due to what we believe in today's society about not only our soul but ourselves, we think that, how to put it, when you look at superheroes, for example, you separate yourself from superheroes compared to humans. We consider them to be superhumans and humans, and we completely believe that those two things are separate. One thing that you truly are is, for example, you have psychic abilities. Now, most people might think, no, that's not possible and this and that. Here's the idea to make you think about why it is. If, for example, I tell people this all the time in life, if you are weightlifting or exercising of any kind, and someone comes up to you and simply tells you that exercising won't make you stronger, it'll only make you weaker, you'll laugh at them, because you know through what you've seen, most likely through experience, if not people who already do exercise, that the more you work out your body, the better your body works out. The better your body works out, the stronger it can get. Now that we have that example done, inside your brain there is a jelly-like substance right in the middle called the pineal gland. You see, the pineal gland is capable of many things that you may not believe are possible. However, due to, for example, you being an electrical being and a carbon-based being, the electricity around you on a level so low can move things. Now, we're not talking about like Star Wars, like I have the Force and everything. What I mean is you won't instantaneously have this. And I've even made a video about this on my YouTube channel on Soulology. You can learn this easily if you practice it enough. If you constantly believe in yourself and understanding that. And I don't ask that you take my word, but here's something of where I learned this, because I had to actually experiment with this to truly understand if it works or not. Look up a man named Deepak Chopra. D-E-E-P-A-K. Chopra. C-H-O-R-H-A. I'm pretty sure I spelled the last name wrong. But look up Deepak Chopra. He did this actually on the Oprah Winfrey show, where he showed an example of it. All I did was copy the experiment of what he did with Oprah to see if it worked. And what was given to me literally surprised me. Not only was I able to move the object I was using, but I was also, we're talking about lights that have been bright as day, began to flicker out of nowhere. You are capable of that type of ability of being a soul. To me, that is incredibly amazing. As a soul, most of us could never imagine those things until you remember. And remembering is another part of it. Remembering who you really are. You see, as a soul, even though you are in right now a human experience, you go through your day by day, who knows, going to school, working, taking care of relationships, in a marriage, trying to get a house, having a house and paying it off, trying to get by to get to your goals in life. There are many things we have on our minds, and none of that is wrong or anything. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything like that. If that's what you desire, that's what you desire. However, many of us forget. And that's okay, because the name of the game is actually for you to forget. Imagine if you knew everything. You know everything, you know how everything works, you know what everything is, and so on and so forth. If you really think this through of knowing all these things, the abilities you have and everything else, you might get bored of it. You have everything. And you might feel like you can't really experience a certain thing. As a soul, who you are is experiences. And it's up to you whatever you desire to experience. I know friends who desire to experience being a mother. I know people just like me who experience giving good vibrations and good love to other people for them to grow who they are. I know others out there who wish to experience being in a good relationship and growing themselves through that. I know other people who wish to experience success, power, strength, evil, love, unconditionally. All these types of things are who you are. But you forget it so that you can experience it. To me, that is a beautiful thing. To experience who you truly are. This is what makes you so interesting as who you are as a person, no matter what your life is all about. On top of that, as a soul, what many might not even want to know is simply the fact that you are a god, a goddess, a creator. That's why I say it all the time at the end of my videos. You see, you are no different from what you consider as God or any higher being out there. Because that being is not in any form that can be taken lightly. Many of us have made pictures of God being this way or that way, when God is none of those things. Because then you have to think of other species that aren't human, that they think God is this. God is a reptilian, God is a gray, God is a Palladian. God is an astral being. God is this and that, when he is just simply, or she is, or it is just a force. of energy, of nature. Everything you see before you right now is a part of what you call God. And you are a part of that. But for most of us, the reason why we don't want to believe we are a part of that is because it's too much to be something so high, so powerful, too much responsibility, too much, because it would mean that you have to admit in today's society that many of the things that we are doing are flawed. Ooh. And that makes people think, because it made me think, wow, a lot of the things I'm doing are flawed. And it's okay if they're flawed. It's okay. But observing it as what is so, and not denying it is the first step to growing that evolution of the soul itself. And that's not something that most people wish or intend for themselves to do. Many people want to live their lives doing the same thing, believing we all live separate lives, doing separate things, trying to get stuff. Trying to get somewhere. But the question is, have you ever asked yourself, why are you doing this? For what reason do you want to do this? And there's nothing wrong with your answer, no matter what it is. But think about it. Because even I had to think, why did I want to help people so much? What was it about me that wanted so much so to help people? I desired to elevate the planet itself. And I remembered why I was here. And that took me a very long time. I knew innately, because I put it inside myself, that I wanted to help people. However, I didn't remember why. And on top of all that, besides helping people, besides remembering and everything, besides the God of who you are, the goddess, is understanding that there are only two elements in this world: fear and love. And no matter what anybody says on this planet, you are love. Unconditional love. We've been taught for a very long time in an ideology of fear, when who we are is love. It doesn't matter who you are on the planet. Nobody is born in fear. You see, a baby, when it comes out the womb, does not get scared of the mother or the father of who it wraps its fingers around, its hands around. A child is not afraid to talk to someone else. Children are bold enough to go out and say hello to complete strangers. This is who you are. Children understand this at a young age because no one has fully taught them this until adults have taught us that this is how it is, this is how it should be, and so on. Who you are is love, and you are an infinite being. And always remember, you are amazing. You are divine. You are beautiful. So to everybody out there, just know you are the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. So to everybody out there, have a good morning, have a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. Namaste.